Hi, so today I'm just going to briefly talk about how food can affect your moods, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you 5 little tips to consider all about food and how it potentially can affect your moods. So the first thing is, think about eating regularly. Whilst snacking's okay, it does depend on what you snack, but really in an ideal world we should be looking at our 3 regular main meals, and the most important one of those is breakfast. It is the meal that gives us the food for the day to help us get through it. So do try and eat a good breakfast first thing in the morning if you can. Okay, so the second thing is to identify foods that are good for us, and it's things like fish and chicken. Obviously, if there's vegans out there or not, lentils are very good for us. Nuts are very good for us. They give us lots of protein. Fruit and veg, as we know, is very good for us. So identify foods that are good for us. If you think of porridge, we know porridge is something, it's not necessarily for everybody, but porridge is a good source of fuel for your day and your body. Third one is drink. Now, fluids are really important. We know that we are meant to take 2 litres of fluid a day, and not everybody likes water. So fruit juices are good, watered down diluted fruit juices are good. We do need to be considering taking 2 litres of fluid a day. It's what your body needs. Going on from that, number 4, really need to cut down on caffeine. Caffeine's okay in moderation, but if you have too much of it, it can make you start to feel anxious, so it can affect your mood. It actually can make you feel depressed as well. And of course there is the addictive nature of caffeine, and then therefore the withdrawal of it when we decide to cut back on the caffeine. Caffeine's not only found in coffees and teas, it is in energy drinks, sugary drinks, things like that. So be aware of the different sources of caffeine that it comes in. And then lastly, so number 5 is if you're going to make any changes to your diet, you really do need to kind of change things on slowly. Don't decide, I'm going to change everything today, because it can actually have a detrimental effect. It can upset your tummy. So as I said about caffeine, whilst withdrawing from caffeine would be great, do it gradually. So if you're someone that drinks a lot of tea or a lot of coffee during the day, just make that change gradual. So start by knocking one of the cups of tea or coffee on the head. If you're changing your diet, the food that you take on board, if you're going to eat a lot of veg, don't eat too much too soon, because that can upset your tummy, and therefore it can not necessarily be good for you. So anyway, there are 5 things to consider when changing your diet, and as I said, food can very much affect our moods.